there. I know I like to say that every place we go in Belize is just somewhere special, right?
Yes.
But we're still in Hopkins, but we're a little bit south of Hopkins on the city river now.
Yeah.
This is one of our first night tours. I feel mystical already.
I know, and then only our first night tour, but we have our experience of a lifetime.
I know. So,
because, right on this river, we get for experience the bioluminescence. So as we glow through it, the river will literally light up.
Light up, and we may see some crocodiles, king kaju, give nut, birds, iguanas. We don't know what we're going to see. But let's go meet Mr. Lucky of HappyGOLucky Tours, and he'll show you exactly what I'm going to do.
I can't wait. Let's go.
Mr. Lucky, how are you?
Very good. Good to see you.
Good night.
Jerry?
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Jerry.
So tell me,
Good to meet you.
tell me about this tour.
So this is an amazing tour to start off with. On this tour, we get to see, do a little bit of spotting. Of course, we have some pretty good flashlights, 1100 lumens. We're going to be using these to spot critters along the banks of the river, right? And some of the creatures that we're going to be able to see range from different species of birds, of course, crocodiles, sometimes iguanas, quadamundis, kinkajous, even gibnut sometimes we'll find on the river as well. So yeah, so what we do is we do a little bit of spotting, and then after the spotting we go into Anderson's Lagoon.
Anderson's Lagoon. So
yes, and in Anderson's Lagoon, yeah, there's a little cut that goes off the river that goes into Anderson's Lagoon, and that's where we're going to be playing in the bioluminescence.
And we can jump in?
Yes, yes, it's
You're
beautiful.
And this tour is so interesting, it's so amazing. I haven't heard about anything like this. What type of profile are you looking for of clients? Can anybody come, from kids to older people?
We've had very young kids in the boat. We've had parents with their toddlers in the boat. Of course, we won't charge you for a baby in the boat, but you know.
That question. Why?
So we'll have a wide range of people that can do this tour, because this is a low-key tour. Most of the time we're in the boat. You can choose to get out of the boat and go for a swim once we're in the bioluminescent lagoon. But aside from that, you're in the boat the entire time. So even people with disability can do this tour. So this is a tour that fits everybody, basically.
Let's go.
Vamos. Cool.
Okay. This is Mr. Rice. He's our boat captain.
Good night.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. How about you?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
So we can get in from over here.
Sure.
It's easier.
Come up here. Boy, boy.
We're gonna move.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you for helping.
How to use the flashlight,
Okay.
right? So that you have an idea of how to actually work the flashlight. So when we're doing our spotting, you're going to be able to see whatever I'm looking at.
Okay.
All right. So the flashlight has two buttons in the very back.
Right.
Right. There's a bigger button, round one, and there's a smaller button. The big button is what turns the flashlight on and off. Right, and the small button changes the setting on the flashlight.
Okay.
So I have a few different settings. So if you go ahead and turn your flashlight off, please point it away and turn it on. And then you can cycle through the settings by just pressing and release the small button. So there should be 4 settings. There's one that looks like it's almost off, and then you go 3 more up. Right? If you keep it on the brightest one, after about 4 or 5 minutes, you feel the flashlight getting warm in your hand. So I like to keep it on the 3rd setting, not the brightest, but the one just before the brightest.
Okay.
All right, so we can cycle through until we get to that one. All right, and that's where we keep it for the spotting. And as you can see all the way to the other side of the river from here, and you can see pretty clearly. So what I normally advise people to do is when you're actually looking for something, normally what we look for is eye shine.
Okay.
Right? So when you are spotting, if you keep your flashlight in line with your eye level, you can actually see reflections. You can actually see eyes reflecting back at you.
Yeah.
And so let's do a quick test over here. Right, sometimes we'll find little things that are just in the area. Okay, all right, just spot with me maybe. How about right here? Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you keep your flashlight in line to your eye level and you spot in that area, you might see something reflecting back at you. Can you see that?
No.
If you can't see that, look at this one.
Oh yeah, I see it.
You see it?
What is it? Is it a
Right,
spider?
those are spiders.
Oh, okay.
Right, there's another one right here. There's
Okay.
another few right here.
Okay.
Can you see those?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So if you can see the spiders that we're seeing right now,
Yeah.
then you're going to be able to see the creatures that I'll be pointing out to you guys.
Okay.
All right? Cool. All set? Ready to go?
I know a couple of people who would love to see the
Let's
spiders
go.
reflecting back. Mr. Lucky, I honestly think that your name this experience justice because I feel lucky to be able to experience the luminescence. Maybe we don't get to capture it completely on camera, but it's an experience I will never forget. And I think hands down, this is my #1 tour.
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
So I know you can't catch it on, but we had the experience and
Yes.
we had a lot of adjectives like wow and amazing, like we couldn't even talk. So can you tell us what is happening here?
So what happens here is it's the bioluminescence is actually caused by a plankton, and a plankton, of course, if you look it up, it'll tell you that the definition of what a plankton is actually an organism that is able to stay alive suspended in water with no real sense of purposeful directional movement, right? So you'll learn that a jellyfish is actually a plankton. So yeah, a plankton can be a bunch of different creatures, right? This plankton in this water that actually creates the bioluminescence is actually an algae. And this algae performs a chemical reaction, of course, that takes place within itself, hence the term bioluminescence, alive light that is caused by a living organism. That's what bioluminescence is. All right, and this chemical reaction takes place with an element called luciferin, and it reacts with an enzyme called luciferase, and that combines with oxygen to actually produce a light. Right, and this algae performs this chemical reaction because it feels like it's being attacked. So it's a defense mechanism. So when the algae is attacked, it lights up, illuminating its attacker so that bigger stuff can attack that which is attacking the plankton.
Very strategic.
Yes.
We saw the fish like when they take off, so
Yes.
like,
It looks like
you
a
know,
Yes,
it's
so-
shooting stars,
Exactly.
Yes.
but in green, like neon green, I guess.
Yeah.
And blue.
So because of all these factors, and there's only certain times in the month you could come here, not every day.
Yes, I think the algae actually thrives best with the salinity of the water has to be right, and the temperature has to be right as well in order for it to actually be able to
So you
thrive.
can't come during a flood.
No, flood you won't see it.
You can't come when full moon.
If the moon is bright, then the brightness of the moon actually diffuses the light of the bioluminescence. So you don't get the real feel of what it actually looks like if the moon is bright.
Makes it very special here.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
One of a kind tour.
Wonderful.
One of a kind tour. And you know, how long have you been doing this? How many times you come out for a year?
I've been guiding bioluminescence tours since 2012, since we actually started our business. We've been running bioluminescence tours, and we only run the tour on the darkest nights. So if you come between new moon and full moon, you probably won't get a tour in. But if you come in after full moon, between full moon and new moon, then we'll be running the tours. And we usually try to fit in a couple of tours per night, so we can take advantage of the darkest nights.
Wicked. So speaking of tours, tell us about HappyGOLucky Tours and all of this you do.
Well, we're only the best tour company in Belize.
Only the
Only
best
the-
in
Only the
Belize.
best in Belize. Yeah.
Located in Hopkins Village.
Yes, we're located in Hopkins Village. We try to we do customized private marine charters for small groups. That's our main business. But we also will do a snorkel tour, a non-private snorkel tour. And this nocturnal river cruise with bioluminescence is actually a non-private tour as well. So we'll get people that come in and they just want to go on the bioluminescence tour.
And in the best part of the country,
We'll
this
do
fella.
that. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I feel like really Hopkins is being undersold because
Which is a good thing.
Hopkins is actually strategically located. We're less than 2 hours from anywhere else in the country.
We see mountains here, you
Right.
know,
Yes.
earlier.
Yes, yes.
Coxcomb too, no?
So
Any
we have
mountain.
waterfalls. We have the world's largest jaguar preserve, just half an hour away. We have Bocawina Waterfalls that's half an hour away, and we have the Barrier Reef that's half an hour away.
everything in
pretty
the
much.
middle is
So yeah, we're basically
Destination.
surrounded by all of these awesome things that we can
I
do.
can't say I can't answer this place in the country. And how we can find you?
Yeah, how we could find you.
We're online. We're on Facebook. We're on TripAdvisor, and yeah, I think we're on Google as well. Yeah, we're actually #1 on TripAdvisor right now.
Wow.
And yeah, we've worked pretty hard to get to that #1 spot, and we're trying to work really hard to maintain that #1 spot as well.
Excellent.
So yeah, we try to do our best every time. So you know, when people come with us, we try to make sure that we have fun with them.
Great.
You know, so
Well, I'm having a blast.
No man, this is
Thank
clear.
you.
Sometimes less
Thank
is
you.
more. You don't have to say
Exactly.
anything.
And you know, it's actually better that we can't capture these things on
Yeah.
camera because, you know, people take out their phones and be trying,
Yeah, this is a time you don't need
Yeah.
phone.
the whole time.
You get it don't help. You can't see it.
Yeah.
You're trying to take a picture of a full moon. You can't. Sometimes you just enjoy it, put up the phone and leave it. And
Yes.
that's already happened right now. We can't show you what happened,
Exactly.
but we know what happened. And the only reason you could experience it is if you come to Hopkins and go to HappyGOLucky
Yes.
tours.
Yes.
Get tours in your own country, right? You promote Belizeans who come to your tours.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, we love Belizeans. You know, we
And you're the man from Hopkins too, right? You
Yes.
speak Garifuna?
I Garifuna Nugia.
The Garifuna Nubuya.
Oh yeah, gunda na lo ni nasyo. And yeah, gaya every food me agwaraga. Gunda bad na lo no food ni kala na digubay hon.
And what did you say?
I accept anybody from anywhere, and I will be more than happy to show you what I do.
And you know what, Sean? Because of the same reason that you can't take out your phone and capture this experience, I think that we should have found a way to make a couple people come and experience
You
it
think we
in
could do
real
that?
life.
You think we could do that? Was I lucky we could do that?
Definitely,
Really?
definitely.
Go ahead.
Well, we can at least throw out. What do you think, honey? A couple? Yeah, at least 2 people.
Wow. Belizeans!
Yeah.
Why? Where you get that prize?
Well, as usual, you have to comment and like our video, and just stay tuned for the next episode where we will announce the winner.
And with that we shall say, Belize,
Make me go.
we go.